Well, I've been sitting there watching my little linear. I hadn't changed my radio. I'm running it at 50 watts. And this little linear is steady putting out about a kilowatt. So I'm happy about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm putting 30 watts into mine, and I'm getting about 900 out. So you and I are just about in the, well, more like 800 really, but occasionally it'll pick up and hit the 1400 mark, but just on one voice peak or something there. But it works pretty decent too.
Oh yeah, I think your linear, don't it have a power meter and all them meters on the front of it built in? Over.
It does. It tells you your wattage, and also tells you if you have any reflective power showing up, and it also has a 3 function down there, a IPA, a gain, and a HUKV. So it depends on which one you want to set it on. I keep it on the plate meter most of the time there. I like to keep that plate current down around 0.05 over.
Oh yeah. This near, it's got a meter on the front, but you can do one thing only. You can see all the different deals. Output power, SWR, grid current, plate current, temperature of the tube, reflected power, but you can't see them at the same time. You can just see one. You got to select this button to get whichever one you want. Over.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I really like that reflected power because I can keep my eyes. That's like a bird dog right there. If I have any SWR that shows up, that son of a gun it'll let you know real quick. Over.
Oh yeah, that's about the way the thing here is. This thing here will just cut off with you. It won't let you tear it up. I honestly believe you could take the coax out of the back of this thing and key it up, and it wouldn't hurt it. This thing has got. It's quicker than you can bet your eye. For looking at it, next thing you know, it just clicks. It's just. And one thing I like about it too is it's kind of quiet. I've had a lot of lanyards that's very loud. Hear that wind blowing like a 747. This near, they don't make too much noise.
Yeah, this, occasionally you'll hear the fan kick in high gear on this Alpha, but for the most part, it's not too bad there. It's sitting there idling right now, but it's, I don't know if you can hear it or not there, over.
I can't hear nothing. That's doing the good thing. That's myself, when I keep my radio up, I look and see if it's making power without me talking into it. That's why I know it's picking up something else. And that's the majority of the reason that I went with a dynamic microphone, because there's such, you can get a foot or two away from the microphone, it don't pick up nothing. You could walk across, another room and never even know anybody's moving. But some of these microphones, like this one here, is the condenser microphones, they pick up more for some reason. Go ahead.
There you go. Well, I got a different microphone down at the Lighthouse, but it has the same element that I run right here at home, so there won't be no difference. I don't think in my audio it's got a HC5 element in it, but it's a Yaesu microphone. They were out several years ago. I forget what it's called, but it's discontinued now, but it was one of the expensive models, over.
Oh, okay. Well, is it going to plug into your radio, or you got to rewire all that stuff? Over.
Yeah, I've already got all that set up. I run that TS2000 down there for several years, over.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll just be plug and play, and that'll be the end of it. But yeah. Hopefully you get your amp set up and get all your radio and all the cords and everything. And who knows? You just. I guess that'll be another reason to stay down there and go fishing. Go ahead.
There you go. During the there's usually not nobody down there. Most of the people that's down there every weekend now pack their bags and go back to where they normally live at and stay. But it's real quiet. You can get out and walk and not hear nothing down there. I have in past winters I've went down there and stayed, and sometimes not heard nobody even talk for 2 or 3 days over.
Oh, very good. Very good. Well, at least you'll have everything there when you get ready to talk, you get the notion to. Everything will be ready to go. And that's one thing else about that SP200. You ain't got to wait on it to heat up. Flick the switch and go to talk. That's one good thing about them kind of glass tubes there. Yeah, there was some fella down on 72, like 28 or something, and so I figured we'd move up here to 32. Sometimes they get on 72, 30, but I didn't hear anybody, so I figured we'd move up here to 32. Over.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think you did the right place here. This is F4LR.
K4RXI.
Well, I'm interested in trying to get things squared away down there. I've been under construction for about 20 years. It's about time to cut that junk out over.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got plenty of hands in the fire here. I just can't seem to. Here lately, can't seem to get no traction. No rubber on the road. But hopefully that'll change here in another month or so. I'm trying not to be too dramatic over everything, but I'm sure something will come up. I don't want to do the wrong thing, end up messing up something else. So I'm just going to take my time and focus on this one thing before I move on to another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit on that. Just take your time. I know you want to get something going, but we got a surprise next week coming up, Dale. I don't know if you've seen the long range forecast, but it's supposed to be back in the hundreds again next week.
Oh, no, I hadn't heard about that. Well, that's going to suck. That ain't going to be no good. Now, I'm adding a bunch of people feel that way. The heat, I don't like the heat, but I can take it if I got to. But I know some folks, but they can't do it at all. They can't hardly get outside. Over.
Yeah, I don't do too well with that heat. The days like today's not too bad, which it's done down to 74 out there now, according to my thermometer here. So it's dropping on down pretty quick there.
Yeah, here in another month or so, if I don't see Ron show up, I think I'm going to be skinning up that tower and trying to arrange some coaxes and to try to get some cables straightened out and get that done and over with.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I've got some stuff to do with a beam myself there, but I like to say that I want to get this beam up 72 feet. That's what I'm looking at now for a pipe, and I've got a little bitty beam that I'm going to put on top of it. It's a GMRS beam where I can communicate with Kathy back and forth here at the house over.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully that'll all pan out and can get you. But the radio, the GMRS, it's actually got like a coax fitting that screws onto it. Over.
Yeah, it looks just like a 2-meter radio. Matter of fact, I've got a 2-meter 440 that has been expanded to work in that region over.
Okay, all right. So that's the one you got to have a separate call sign for. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Kathy applied for it and got us one here a while back. It's good for 10 years.
Yeah. So you're thinking that you can